Hello everyone. Today we're going to work on the simulation for the Arduino with a red, white, and blue stoplight type LED configuration. So once you're logged into TinkerCad, what I want you to do first, I want you to come over here to the Create button. I want you to come down and click on Circuits. Once you've done that, you're going to have this page open up. The very first thing I want you to do is come up here to the silly name they give, and I want you to give it a name, something you'll remember, something like Arduino stoplight. That way it doesn't have a silly name the entire time. So once you've got that done, we have to start adding some components. So the first component I want you to do is I want you to come over here and you're going to look for breadboard small. I want you to drag that in. So you don't have to name this if you don't want, that's fine. What I do want you to pay attention to is look here and see how the letters are sideways. We're going to want to rotate this until the letters are up and down so you can read them appropriately. So with it still selected, you can see it's outlined in blue. If you click off, just click back on it. You're going to come up to this symbol up here, which is rotate. You can also just push the R button. But I'm going to click rotate until it's facing up and down. So once that's like that, we're going to click off. I'm going to come in here. I'm using a mouse, so whenever I use my scroll wheel, it zooms in and out. You can do the same by pinching on your trackpad. Once you got that done, I'm going to come over here to where you see Arduino Uno R3. I'm going to drag that in. And you'll notice the letters on this are sideways as well. So with it selected, I'm just going to click rotate again until it's up and down. Now I want to put them about that far apart. Nothing specific, but you'll see when we start running wires, it's easier to keep the wires neater if you've got some space between them. You can always just click and drag it again at any given point. So once I've got these two in, we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab some lights. I'm just going to grab one right now, and you can see up here where it comes up and it lets you choose a color. For the moment, we're doing this like a stoplight, so we're going to do red, yellow, and green. So I'm going to keep this top one as red. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it again, and I want it rotated to where it's facing that way. I want the top of the bulb going this way. Once you get that, you can just click, and I'm going to bring it over to the D column. You see here it says D. I'm going to bring it down to D, and I'm going to make sure the anode is in the top one, and cathode's in the bottom one. Remember with LEDs that if you remember, we might not have discussed it, but LEDs, it matters specifically the power has to go into the anode and it has to come out and ground at the cathode. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. So once I get that, I'm going to grab another LED. This one, I'm going to change to yellow. Now, I'm going to rotate it until it's fully circled. One more. And it doesn't matter exactly where, but we'll pay attention to where it is in a little while. So I'm going to bring this one down, put it there. Now I'm going to grab one more, and I'm going to make it green. And I'm going to rotate it, just like before, until it's there. And I'm going to bring it a little bit further down. Now, you notice I have them all in D's. And for the red one, you'll see the anode is in D2. And you'll see when I highlight any one of these circles, you see how it connects all the way across, it highlights all the way? That means that these are all connected. If I apply power to A, it'll power all of these. And that's one reason why I want to make sure I have these on separate rows. If I had it facing up and down and both plugs were in one row, I wouldn't be able to control it. So from here, what I want to do is I want to be able to add power into one side, and I want to be able to add ground into the other side. So I'm going to come over and I'm going to choose what numbers I want to use in here. So let's say I'm going to start off with 8, and I'm going to let this power the red one. So I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to cut out a little bit. I'm going to go straight up, and you see they give you these nice lines? So I'm going to bring the lines, and I'm just going to use that to stay neat. And I'm going to come over, and I'm going to power the number 2, because you'll see it allows this to be connected. Now, once I do that, if I click off, you'll see this is green. Just to make it simpler for me, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to make the wire red. That way I know exactly where it's going. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to pick another one. I'm going to go to, let's say, 5. I'm going to come out and I'm going to go up until I'm about level with the 7. And I'm going to come over. I'm going to power the 7 because you'll see that's where my yellow bulb is connected. Once again, I'm going to come up, I'm going to change that to yellow. So then I'm going to come down to say 2, and I'm going to come over. And you don't have to have these all lined up. I just find it makes it a lot easier. So then I'm going to highlight my 12. If you get these slightly off, you don't have to be particular about it, but I am. So I'm going to highlight there. And of course now I'm going to change that to green. So now I've got my controllers, I've got my controller running the red off of 8, the yellow off of 5, and the green off of 2. I do have to give it a ground, and I'm going to ground to this side over here. So I'm going to power off of these directly, I'm going to ground over here. If you look over on the left side of the Arduino, you'll see that there's 2 ground cables, or 2 ground ports, excuse me. So I'm going to come off of here, I'm going to come out, I'm going to come down, I'm going to come over, till I'm about below it, and I'm going to come straight up, and I'm going to click ground. This one, I'm going to change to black, because black is universally known as the ground color. So I'm going to click that. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, but I like it to be. It makes me feel better. So now I've got my powers here set, and I've got my bulbs here. Now what I do have to do is I have to be able to connect this ground up to here. I need to be able to connect it over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on here. I'm going to connect up to this one, but I'm also going to change that to red because I want to be able to quickly see where I'm going. And we're going to do this for all of them. Connect there. I'm going to go up to one. And I'm going to change that one to yellow. I'm going to come here and go up one. I'm going to change this one to green. Now, what I have to do is I have to be able to connect to this ground because that's where our ground is. But for LEDs, you have to be able to control the voltage. We're going to want to resistor this down. So I'm going to grab one of these resistors. I'm going to bring it in. Now I'm going to set this to ohms. These are all different types of ohms. We want just the sort of straight horseshoe looking one. And I'm going to set it to 220. And you're going to do that for 3 of them. But I'm going to rotate it. Don't. And now, well, this is fun. Just have to get that off of there. So what I'm going to do here is I need to connect this line to that ground, because see, that's where the ground is. So I'm going to grab this and I'm connecting it to the ground, and then I'm going to make sure it's on that line. Alright, so I can do one of 2 things now. I can either, nope, I can't right click on that. I thought no, I moved it. That didn't work. So I'm going to grab another resistor. I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to change this to ohms. And I'm going to change it to 220. Now, let's see, I'm going to put this one here. One more time. Resistor. 220. I'm going to switch this to ohms. Alright, and then I'm going to rotate it. And I'm going to put it there. So now, if we follow the power comes in here, runs up to this line, goes in the anode, through the bulb, out the cathode. These are all connected, this bottom line, so this wire jumps it up to here. Then this goes over and it's going to ground it there. Does that all make sense? Alright, so what we have to do now, and I'm just going to move this over to the side so I can keep a look on things, is we're going to come up to code. Now, in order to do code, what I want to do is I want to get rid of all these. And I'm going to leave the on start because we will use that. And I'm going to decide to set pins. We're going to look at these pins because these are what these are called, are pins. I'm going to take this pin, I'm going to take this out, and we're going to set pin 8 because that's where we're starting off. Set pin 8 to high. Now I'm going to want to come up here to control, and I want to do a wait. And I think we're going to make it, let's say 3 seconds. After we do that, we're going to want to set pin, I'm going to go back to output. and I'm going to set pin 8 because we want to turn this bulb off now. Set pin 8 to low. So if I just did that, that should turn that bulb on, wait 3 seconds, and turn it off. So once that's done, I'm going to then, when my red goes off, I want my yellow to come on. So I'm going to go set pin. We have to come down here, and that's at 5. Set pin 5 to high. I can duplicate that 3 seconds, and then I'm going to turn around and set pin 5 to low. So turn 8 on, and 8 is where red comes out. Wait 3 seconds, turn 8 off. Turn 5 on high, wait 3 seconds, turn 5 off. The next pin is at 2. So we want to set pin 2 to high. We're going to wait 3 seconds. And we're going to set 2 to low. And then I'm just going to drag this one out of here. So let's look at it again. Turn 8 is red, to high. Wait 3 seconds. Turn 8 to low. Turn 5 immediately. 5 is our yellow, to high. Wait 3 seconds. Turn 5 to low. Immediately turn 2 to high. Wait 3 seconds. Turn 2 to low. Now, what I want to do is I want to repeat that. So we're going to do it as forever. And I think that should do it for us. So let's see if it works. We're going to go ahead and do start simulation. All right, red turned on. We wait 3 seconds. Red turned off, yellow turned on. Wait 3 seconds. Green turned on. Uh-oh, what happened there? Red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green. All right, so it's jumping a bit there. What I think is I might need a wait 3 seconds here. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. It's working fine. So that's going to be our basic control. We need to make sure we put the red on. We need to make sure we wire all these correctly. You don't have to use pin 8, 5, and 2, but whatever you do is going to change your code over here. As long as you set this code up over here to whatever pins you run here, you'll be fine. And this is the code over here that we will end up sending to the Arduino itself. So we're going to end up saving this code. So I'm going to stop simulation. And then right here, you'll see where it'll download code. We'll be able to download and upload that later on. All right. It's a very, very simple simulation, but we're picking this one specifically because in GOTEC 3, we are going to be actually wiring an Arduino exactly like this. So you'll be actually doing all the wires and putting the bulbs in and everything like that. All right. I hope that works for everybody. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, by all means, certainly ask me. Thanks, guys.